What's up, Sales Nation? This is Cole here to show you some more sales hacks. Today we're going to talk about spreadsheets. Now that may sound boring to some of you, but it can save you a lot of time if you know some simple formulas. I'm going to share them all with you today. So also there's some interesting apps I'll show you too. So let's jump right into it. Let's say you've got an attendee list, you've scraped it, and you've got some people pasted into a spreadsheet. So what you can do is, number one, let's say you need to separate their name into multiple columns. So all we need to do with that is simply put a couple of empty cells next to the name, and then we can use the split command. So if we want to get the first and last name, we would type equals split, hit tab, and then reference this cell to a comma, and then we want to split it at the space between their first and last name. And we don't want to split any other spaces, so we're just going to type in false, hit enter, and now we've got first and last. Now what we can do is just fill this all the way down. So all I need to do is hit Shift and mouse, and then hit Command D on a Mac, and it's going to fill all these in. So now we've got their first name and last name split into a couple columns. Now another cool hack you can do on spreadsheets is the issue of the middle initial. So as you can see, these are breaking here with the middle initial. So there's a special formula you can use. I'll paste it in the actual article that I'm writing. But essentially that formula, let me just push these up to the top here and show you what we can do. So it's first, A, last. So we'll test out this formula. And now look, it's got rid of that name. So then we can just fill these in. So now we've got their name. Now we just need to split it again. So we'll just copy these guys and we'll paste them in without formatting. Paste the values only. So now what we can do is we can just use that split command we used before. Fill these in. And now we've got rid of that middle initial. So getting rid of the middle initial and splitting it into columns is one great thing you can do for spreadsheet hacks. The reason you might want to do this as well is for email verification, or if you want to come up with different email formats. So we can actually come up with the email format that we want with these companies. So there's a lot of tools out there like Blockspring and other things. You can get the company domain, or you can just use capture tools like LeadIQ or Email Hunter, things like that. But if we want to also get the company, here's another cool thing we can do. So we can copy over the company, paste it here, and then with Control F, we can actually smash these names together and turn them into domains. So what we'll do is we'll go to find and replace. So we're going to find spaces. So we'll just hit the space bar. We're going to replace it with nothing. So that way it's going to smash these names together. We just want to do this sheet. And then I'm going to do replace all. Oops, actually I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to get all these. So we're just going to do this selection actually. Let's see here. So we're going to find a space. We're going to do a specific range. So let's actually select that range. Looks like we got it, the E column. We'll place all, and there we go. Now what we can do is turn these into websites. So let's put another space to the left here. Just meant to do one, oh well. And now what we're going to do is we're going to use the concatenate command. Tab. We're going to concatenate this, and then we're going to add .com to it, and then hit enter, and now we've got a website. And we can fill these in, Shift, and then Command D. Now we've got their website. Now what we can do is we can start to make email guesses. So what we can do here, I'm just going to delete this column here. Let's just shift over the title out of the way. Get that over here. There we go. So now what we can do is we can take their name. So we can do first@email.com. we could do first.last at email.com. We can do, let's see, flast at email.com. So then what we can do is we can use the concatenate command again. And so this will be first, last. So now what we can do is take the domain, and what we'll do is do equal concatenate, and we'll select the first name, put an @ symbol. Then what we're going to do is grab their domain, hit enter, and now we've got an email address smashed in from that first name and the domain we just made. So again, there's plenty of email verification technologies you can use, and then you could also do first.last. So that would be, let's see, so equals concatenate, hit tab, do that. We'll put a dot in there, so quotations dot, and then last, and then the @ symbol, quotations @ and then the domain, hit enter. Now we've got walter.isaacson, and we can just fill these in. All we need to do is drag it down or hit Command D, and boom, we've got all these different email guesses here. We can run these through verifications. You can also run it through a tool called Rapportive. If you're not familiar with that, just Rapportive. You can stick them in a Gmail Compose window, and it'll tell you if it's good email connected to a social account. Let's see. So let me show you a couple other things that really will help you with your spreadsheet life. So finally, removing duplicates can be annoying. So there's actually a tool where you can just download and get it as an add-on. It's just called Remove Duplicates. So once you run that, it's got a lot of options. So play with it on a sample sheet first. But what you can do is just go through here, select the range that you need to detect duplicates on, and then you can also do duplicates plus the first occurrences, just uniques, uniques plus first occurrences. So it's got quite a wizard here. Just click to the next. And if you don't want to actually delete or destruct the rows, you can add a status column. So that's non-destructive. So that can be helpful. So I'll just do that. I'll click finish. And now it found 5 duplicates for me. And here we go. It's found these guys at the bottom. So you can delete these. So that can be helpful. Another spreadsheet tool that you should definitely check out if you don't have an emailer is Yet Another Mail Merge. This thing is like a really awesome emailer tool within spreadsheets that you can actually email right through your Gmail. So the way it works is it's actually freemium, so you can send 50 emails a day for free. And then looks like I actually need to label the email address. Let me just do that. So essentially, you just turn on this mail merge and you create a draft in your Gmail as the template. So you just make a draft, put it in your drafts folder, and it's going to dynamically choose or give you the actual email and the status and everything. It's great. So check out Yet Another Mail Merge. So you can just get these add-ons from the store within your spreadsheet. So Yet Another Mail Merge. I'll link this in the doc. That's one of them. The other one is Remove Duplicates. All right. So hope that helps you, and good luck with your spreadsheet ninja-dom.